All right. Well, so today I'm looking at. I forgot I had this other display for the VCO project, and so here's the one I've been using, and basically what it would look like if I put it in this case. Um, and that's a .96. This one is a 1.3, and you can kind of see here if we put it right there. The actual screen part, I guess, is probably from about there to there. So you definitely have room to put a bigger screen in here. I think this is like 1x2. Let's see here. We've got this little handy thing. Yeah, it's 1 inch by a little bit more than 2. And so I don't know what would really be the best fit for that thing, but in order for me to do anything with that, I have to like make like a trim bezel for this thing. And honestly, I don't really care which one I use. I already have these. I actually don't really like the yellow, but these are the two that I'm looking at. I have to probably go in and change the code for that. I got a whole box full of parts here for that. And the main reason I kind of stalled on it was because there doesn't seem to be enough drive to run the radio. And there's no reason for me to build a thing if it's not going to do what I want it to do, just for the hell of it. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and build this thing and talk on the radio, so I guess it doesn't matter, but it loses some receive also. But it was just kind of a neat idea of a project to do, and I had these tins laying around from Fire Stick, and I thought, wow, that'd be really cool, because it's basically already ready to go. I could actually fit this thing into something a lot smaller. I could probably take one of these other $30 VFO cases and just swap the parts on that thing and have a little companion VFO sit on the top of it. I mean, I don't need something that big like that Powell VCO, so we could just take this. This will work. The problem is I need a chart because you can't program this. This just puts out a frequency. So you're basically, with this, you're just stuck with like whatever it reads. Oh, I let the battery die on this apparently. And another thing that's actually really cool about this one is you can hook the S meter up to it, but it's really just a generator. There's no way that I'm aware of to program this thing. I could try. Well, why don't we try something weird here? Let's come over here, and we'll plug this thing into the we'll plug it into the computer. I gotta find a cord, but we'll plug it into the computer and see if it's able to be detected by IDE. All right, let's come into here. I mean, I don't think you can program those things, but we'll see. That would be pretty cool if you could. Some of it I wouldn't. It would. It's got unknown hardware on it though. That's the problem. So. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. What the hell is wrong with this thing? Okay. I do think it is on COM port 8. Communications port COM 1. Let's undo it and see. Nothing disappears. This thing is acting laggy. Now let's go ahead and cancel that. I am right-clicking this thing, and it's doing absolutely fucking nothing. Interesting. Okay, it's COM port 8. Oh, man. This is annoying. I just dropped a bunch of batteries on the floor. And I can't plug this thing in from where I'm at. All I could find was this really, really short USB cable. Because most of these cables I got around here are from flashlights. And they don't have data capabilities. Okay. So, you should be able to program this thing. I just don't know how you would do it, to be honest. And if I program this thing, I'll never be able to put it back to how it was. I'll literally have to buy another one off of Amazon. And all of it is all on one board. Now, I don't know if it's exactly the same as the Caesar Sound Sketch. I guess it's pretty close. But if I could program it with like the CB VFO, then it would work cool for that. It wouldn't really work good for any kind of ham radios either, because you needed to display some other type of frequency. And okay, so we got possibly a nano. I would say that the display looks like a. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, it looks like one of those. So I think that if we did program it, it should. I don't know. It should work. Boy, this could be a big mistake, guys. I should look and see how long I've had it. I can make sure I can return it on Amazon. The biggest problem is like not knowing the hardware that's involved. Well, we know the display, and I guess the synthesizer. Other than that, there shouldn't be any other hardware. Boy, I don't know. So, we go to the tools. You know, and that's the thing I wish you could do with Arduino is like, how come I can't pull what's on it off of it, you know, and copy it, you know? Oh, look, get board information. Board info, BN unknown board, VID, PID, null. Alright. We'll just see if it does it. Oh my god, it wrote it to it. Ah, that's funny. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, well, I can tell you this right now. We'll never be able to use it like it was used before, that's for sure. Because it's now straight up on on this deal here. All right. And I don't think any of these buttons are going to work. Yep. Oh, in fact, nothing works. Great. Yeah, I think we probably made a bad mistake doing that. So it's using some other kind of encoder. Well, boy. Well, leave it to me to do something dumb. I knew it was a dumb idea. So, but the thing is, I actually wasn't going to use that thing. Probably for anything else. Let me see if I can get the other sketch. Let's see, open. Which one is... We're gonna have to go onto this website here. Let me see if I can pull up the Caesar one. I know I have it downloaded somewhere. Let me just go look. I'm hoping that they literally copied his because okay, that's the other guys. Okay. I don't know what that one is. We'll go ahead and try it. Alright, we need open. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Alright, well. Alright. Let's see if we can find his code. Breadboard. See, the problem is now we're kind of screwed because this thing was designed for it does look like his code completely, but it's designed for what is this? How? I don't think I've seen this. That video right there shows a Cobra 139 XLR with his design in it. And I'm kind of curious about that one because there's got to be some kind of offset. See, they show the same thing that I have right here. Okay, we just I need the code. Download. And I don't know if that... We just copy the code. Okay, can I do just a new sketch? Okay. I'm gonna come over here and do a new sketch. And I should be able to just come in here and paste. Well, let's go ahead and check it. Okay. Let's go ahead and write this to it, since we have nothing working at this point. Okay. I do believe that that worked. I do believe it did. Okay. Nope. You know, I'm not sure what's up with this. Okay, we at least have tuning here, but... Well, why does the other one say step? I'm trying to remember. Okay, there's an issue here that these buttons don't do anything. So normally these would change that. So this is close to working, but why don't we try turning this thing off and then back on? Okay, so we at least have a sketch that we could probably work with to figure out some of this stuff. But those two buttons are not included anymore. And so let's see. I don't know how they had it before. I don't understand why you can't pull the stuff off of one of these. Like, to be honest with you. Like, why can't I just pull it off of there? So, we've got to look in here and see what part of the sketch is different, but I kind of screwed myself by trying that, but at the same time, at the risk of not trying anything, I had no idea if I could even flash that thing. So I can write a sketch for this thing. One of these $30, $35 VFOs off of Amazon, and I can write a sketch and change it, which is actually pretty badass when you think about it. So, as opposed to me sitting here and building one out of parts, let me go over to the Caesar page and see. Let me move this tab over here. So this is pretty cool, but I wish I hadn't done it, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this thing actually ever do anything normal again. Like the way it worked before was really cool, and I don't know if the S meter part works or not now. I think it might. So anyway, here was his sketch code, and he does have some push buttons, but apparently they're not like on the same pins as the device that they're selling, which makes it really difficult to like figure out what's going on here. We download this and look at it a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. So we've got a display, we've got a synthesizer, and we've got a nano, and it's embedded in the board. We don't know what pin these switches are on, and we might be able to find out by opening it. But apparently they're not the same, I would say. We have an encoder, and that thing works, but the RXTX switch does not work. He's got 3 buttons. This is not the same. Wait. One of them is part of the encoder. Push button. Okay, change the step. I don't know, I have to look at his circuit and see. S2 is RxTX, and that doesn't do anything anymore. So before, that would change the offset. So they made a button for it, which is not really super convenient. If you were to put it, in a radio, you'd have the radio send a command here and ground the TX line. And then the other one, it says step, but I don't remember if that's actually what it did. So, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's any information we can glean from here. And I think there's more than one sketch for this. It says 10 kilohertz to 225 megahertz. And the VFO says the same thing, except for it says 220. But the other version was to 120. It says 10 RF generator, IF offset plus or minus, RxTX selector for QRP, band presets and bar graph S meter, C schematic for wiring, February 2021. So the libraries are for the wire, rotary encoder, I don't know what the other two are for, to be honest. I believe this might be the wrong one. It's calling for the SSD 1306, and that's, he did a transceiver project. We don't want that. And then, I don't know what that other one is. IF 455. Band 7. I can totally manipulate this information later on down the road. So I'm going to take a break here, but I just wanted to share with you guys what I was up to, and that you can actually program these things. So I'll catch you all later when I figure it out, because I don't want to make a huge long video.